I said, if somebody held a gun to my head and said, look, you have to run to that stop sign and back,
You couldn't do it.
or else we're going to kill your kid.
Bye,
I have
Brady.
to say my goodbyes to Brady because I can't do it. I can't do it.
All right, guys. So this is the first official Cosmically Speaking. Who better as the first guest than Mack himself?
It's Mike.
That's what I said. You've seen him in Dad vs. Pokemon, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, The Godfather in Part 4. What's going on, Mac?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I see that you're a Bears fan.
Yeah.
And we're in Wisconsin.
Born in Chicago.
He was born in Chicago, left 5 minutes later.
3 days later.
3 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you know a little bit about the podcast and the essence of it. Like, it's just open mind, open thought, trying to get people fired on here. That's the
Perfect. Yeah.
Exactly, because we know. Can you even disclose where you work? You don't have to. I'm just saying, are you allowed to speak about that?
Yeah, it's a state program. Yeah.
Put on camera so someone above you isn't be like,
Yeah,
we'll cut that. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So I will bring up my phone a couple times because I do have a bunch of questions. But like I said, this is just not necessarily a around podcast, but I want it to be based in the store, based off the name, Cosmic Destroyers, Cosmically Speaking. We're just talking about crazy stuff, random, but open thoughts, open mind, open heart. I want to have people of all color, maybe.
Okay.
Just I'm trying to go big. I want to get Sven Gulli on here, like I told you. Just
bring him on.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I want to bring him.
I want him in here.
The
some science.
The mayor of Milwaukee, stuff like
not?
that. Business owners that are all around here that make Milwaukee great. And
well, that's why I'm here.
Is he ready for that?
Should I get a drink?
Do you need a drink? You drink?
I drink.
What do you drink?
Captain.
No, we don't have bottom shelf stuff here, buddy.
Okay, that's all right. All right.
That's what he does, right?
Here, my choice of drink for weight loss program. There you go.
So we'll start it off simple. We are going to go cosmic here, but my simple question for you is, you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
What are your thoughts when you look up at the stars?
That's too trippy right now. What are my thoughts? When I look
Yeah,
at
what are
the
your
stars?
thoughts? When was the last time you looked up at the stars?
If they said there was a full moon or there was going to be a shooting star,
We
or
got
something
a
like that.
high grade intellectual here. Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't just look at the sky and think about stuff. No.
Did you when you were younger?
No. Zero.
Really?
Next question. No. I don't really. I don't know. You mean what are my beliefs?
No, we'll get into that. No, I don't care about your beliefs, but it's more so what do you feel? What do you think when you look up at the stars? Say you had a cabin hypothetically 2 hours north, and you just sat out at night, and you looked at the stars. You've never done that before?
No stargazing? No. It'd be pretty cool to have a telescope and take a look out there.
Have you ever looked through a telescope? Sorry,
never, not one time.
Wrong guess.
But I thought of it. What? Have you?
Yeah. I've gone to actual auditoriums, actual observatories.
Well, I take that back. I probably have done that before.
Yeah.
It's nothing that really just comes.
Shout out to the Milwaukee Observatory in New Berlin. Actually, it's a really nice, small, semi-pro. Yeah, we can go. In the winter, it's actually really cool because it's really dark. It gets dark early, less clouds, less pollution, all that stuff. So it's really nice to see. But last time we went, we could see Jupiter. And in there, if you're looking, it's probably this big. When you can see the rings, everything. Right. It's really, really cool.
No, remember what we were talking about the other day? You said, what do you think about looking at the stars?
I said that before?
No, remember we were talking about yesterday about the asteroid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to the asteroid.
That's coming?
It's coming. It is coming.
Yeah. Literally?
Yeah, it is coming.
Okay. Well, that's what
coming.
If you're asking me that kind of stuff,
you're indifferent to it.
You ever seen the Space Odyssey? Was it 2021?
Yeah, 2000, A Space Odyssey. Yeah.
Oh, 2000.
2000, A Space Odyssey, where people say that iPad was stolen from and the idea for it.
Never heard that.
Yeah. You remember the iPad control center? Look it up.
But anyway, so stuff like that.
Back to that, you don't have an actual thought or memory, and that's concerning to me. And that's concerning. Okay. No, it is. It's just because if you, I consider you above
You're trying to talk my intelligence?
No. Well, I can't even think of a word to say it.
Okay.
Yes, that tells you how smart I am. But no, in general, it's just concerning because that means the average or whoever below or anyone just doesn't do that, especially if you grow up in a city or you live in a city. There's so much light pollution. When you look up, you don't even see anything. And like here, my background, you could see that right there, possibly. That.
That's very cool.
Yeah, this is an observatory in Chile. So you can.
It's kind of cold there.
It's actually pretty warm. It's by the equator. But this is actually pretty low, so this is actually closer to Antarctica. But that's not like you can see most of that with your eye down there. So imagine if this was the sky every night. You would think your life would be a little bit different.
No, I mean, you always like wonder if there's other life out there and stuff like that. You know, if you're saying I don't just sit out there and stare at something. I would only look at it if somebody said there was something happening. Right.
Mm-hmm. So, but you don't ever look at them or you don't really think about it. And I think that's part of the problem, though, because of the city. It masks that. The lights mask that. And that's conspiracy time. But, like, you know, if you grow up in New York or the inner city of Chicago or whatever, you look up, you see the moon and, like, 2 stars. That's it. But that is what our normal sky should look like at all times.
No, I grew up out in the country, so.
So you remember it, kind of. You remember seeing a bunch of stars and stuff.
Always a bunch of stars.
So you never stargazed with a little lady?
No.
With a big lady?
Okay. How about this? No stargazing at all. Zero.
Interesting. That was my first question. It was it's an interesting answer. I mean, I could put into my 2 cents of that. I've looked at stars a lot. I've done a lot of stargazing, as you put it.
I guess if you're watching like the Hollywood.
No, but like looking at stars, whether going to the Dells or whatever, and just sitting out and looking. I've seen so many shooting stars in my life, and satellites, and shout out Elon, the Starlink out in the sky. You know what is giving internet to people in the Amazon, and they're getting addicted to.
Okay. Okay.
That's a real study.
Okay,
that's real.
Well, I never heard of it.
Yeah. What? Starlink.
Okay. Starlink.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Stargazing is, I think, super important, and it really, I don't know if it defines a person or anything, but like doing that, I feel like that personally, if I had religious beliefs or anything, like looking and being in tune and like understanding and acknowledging those things that are out there is purposeful. And
I mean, you think about, is there any other life out there?
Yeah.
You have to say, probably, I would say 100%.
100%.
100.
Exactly. And so we'll leeway right into my next question then, I guess, is pretty simple question. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Yes. And now, continuing on to that, do you believe that they're just like us? Do you believe they're the Greys? Do you believe they're crazy dinosaurs with glasses on?
The Greys.
The Greys, for sure, but they could be
from
multiple things.
Okay. No, I thought you were referencing something. We said the Greys.
No, what would that be?
Anatomy.
Sixth Sense?
My bad joke. It's my bad joke. Okay. Anyway.
The Greys and all their Buicks on the street.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, I don't, just in general, I don't know what they would look like. I mean, E.T., Independence Day, they're all different looking.
That's Hollywood for sure, and I don't necessarily.
But I don't think.
Go on.
They could just be just like us.
I fully believe that there's thousands of millions. Yeah, that's a real number.
It is.
Millions and millions of other Earths just like us. Because as soon as I learned as a kid, because I grew up Catholic, I went to Catholic school, and I literally rebelled. And I remember getting put out into the hallway and shit for asking about dinosaurs, and like they're going over Adam and Eve and all this stuff, and it just didn't make sense because I'm this 5, 6, 7-year-old, and I love dinosaurs, and now you're just telling me that they didn't exist, basically. But that's the Catholic Church. It's 2,025 years ago or whatever. 3,000 years ago is when the Earth was made and stuff.
So all the bones, all the artifact, everything they found.
Well, what about the pyramids and everything else?
Right.
There's we'll get to some of that stuff.
That's a different subject.
Exactly.
Pyramids, yeah.
But with aliens, as soon as I learned that Earth is not the center of the universe, the sun does not revolve around us, we revolve around that. Our star or our sun is one of hundreds of billions inside of our galaxy, and there's hundreds of billions of galaxies that we can just see. That's an ungodly amount of suns, and it's like, why would we be the only random one that's in just a random, we're not even in the middle of our Milky Way, and that Milky Way is not in the middle of wherever else, and there's It's cool. It's crazy, but yeah, I think that there's definitely just a bunch of us types of people. I don't think there might be some evil stuff, but if you can travel to our Earth and see us, I don't think they're past the, hunter gatherer. Let's fight over this girl type shit. Like
Do you believe they're here? They're walking amongst us?
I think the super technological creatures or beings or whatever that is here possibly is some sort of creators for us or some sort of overwatchers to some degree. It could be just a more advanced version of us. So like there's talks of underground or not underground, underwater, like there could be a continent sized place underwater. And if they have technology to stop water from going onto something, or if they could build underwater. So if you have a ship that can easily just travel through water, whatever the case be, then you go down, get to this fucking door, opens up, the water gets pushed back out, you go back down, and you're just in this giant place. Like, why couldn't that be a thing? Like, I came up with something a long time ago where there was a eighth continent and there's dinosaurs still in like an ancient civilization that lives and they keep it from us, and whatever the case be. There's weird, whether you get into politics or whatever, it's just very strange that the certain type of people that want to be these people and want to have power and it's just weird to me. And all the technology that we have is weird to me. Yeah, I don't know. And if there is UFOs or UAPs that they're calling them now, I definitely think that it's here already. It could be us or something that's just a little bit ahead of us. I talked to Travis and I talked to anyone about this. Like, imagine a civilization that's just 50 years ahead of us. Or a civilization that is 10,000 years ahead of us, that's easily plausible. Or because the Earth is 4.48 billion years old, I think that's the number, supposedly. What if there's been intelligent life for 200 million years on one of those planets? So imagine our society that we know of in the U.S. that started 200 years ago, barely.
Yeah, but that'd be nice. Then you can learn from each other.
Exactly, but that's your past hunter-gatherer, so you're past fighting, right? If you're surviving that long, it's like, but then what is your goal even then, Like, why are you even existing? I don't know. When I was a kid, I thought I was going to set sail into space. Like in 5th grade, I wanted to do it.
You want to be an astronaut?
But I wanted to send myself out for the rest of my life and give myself and just go as far as possible. So like live 100 years out in space, just keep going. I mean, the food and it was a 5th grader thought, but even now I still think that when I was a kid, I was going to live forever. And now we're getting so close to like this AI shit and robotic shit. And if they offer it and it's like proven, I'll do it as long as I don't get trapped in some shit. But if I could live forever and literally
travel
the cosmos and shit, or like, I talked to Emmy about this 3 days ago, and I was like, this Mars shit, you saw the Mars thing? I sent you that. They saw this square, literally looks like this, but dust over it, like a base of a pyramid, like hundreds of feet long, perfect square. And in nature, there is no squares, there is no right angles, there is no straight lines. So it's like 100% a building that was there, and they can see it. So
yeah, but that goes into the pyramid.
I think it's a base of a pyramid.
The pyramid theory about they created it.
Who?
Aliens.
Oh yeah, that's
how it's too perfect, and how did they, how did they get the stones up like hot?
Yeah, it's technically alien technology to us, like no matter, but whether it was sound frequency or big ass motherfuckers or slave dinosaurs, who knows?
Slave dinosaurs. This isn't the Flintstones.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. But
it's hilarious.
With the Mars thing, like after that, now Elon wants to like speed up and have people go even quicker there and send robots or whatever to go look at this shit. And what's that going to do when people are told, hey, yeah, there was people there? And that's thousands and thousands of years ago. And then I'm going to come back to that really quick, but I don't know if you've ever heard that our Earth is moving away from the sun slowly, So at one time, I believe Mars was in the exact position that Earth is in. Mars is the 4th planet. We are the 3rd, rock from the sun. Remember the show?
Oh, we're referencing shows now?
Yeah.
Okay, not movies though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
no, yes.
Yeah.
No,
so
yeah. I didn't know that
then
about
at one
the Mars
time,
thing. No.
Well, it's Venus, Mercury, right? Or Mercury, Venus, whatever the first two are. That one will then become in the Earth's plane at one time, and then it'll be a perfect spot for all of these things to grow and yada yada yada. But long
So
story.
basically, what you're saying is that Earth has a timeline.
Yeah, but it's so long it doesn't matter. When you look at if the Earth's been here for 4.6 billion years and we're here on an average of 70 years, that's like 0.000000000000001% of that time. Like it's nothing. It's less than that. So it's all relative. But what I was saying was with this pyramid thing, and Elon wants to do people to Mars and all this stuff, in 20 years, there might be thousands of people there and it might be super easy travel. And I think I would want to go, which is a scary thought.
Who wouldn't want to go?
I know, but I would go and live there for the rest of my life.
If you could live,
Well, that would be the point because then
what is time difference in space?
There's no time difference there.
When you know how Interstellar. I'm just going back to the movie.
But that's because of how far you are. I think.
I know, but they said how many decades is it going to cost us? It took a minute.
Oh yeah, in that movie, there's a thing that goes ding, ding, and like every time you hear that is 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, it's not that often, but yeah, in the background. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember they get back and he's like 13 years. You guys were around for 13 years or some shit.
Yeah.
Something crazy like that. But no, Mars time dilate. There's no different time. But going there, forcing an ozone, forcing to grow things because you build, you grow. Then I don't know how to do it. Whatever. But if there was, think about that. In 25 years, I will be 55, and if I'm healthy, I'm primed. I can be a leader there. Like, not egotistically, but just like in me, I would want to go do that. So it'd be crazy. And that's just like a crazy decision, because I'd be leaving everyone here.
Yeah, just drop everything to go.
Yeah. I don't know. Emmy wouldn't want me to do it. I'll tell you that much.
Or maybe she would. No, I'm just joking.
No. When she finds out I'm cheating on her, she will. No,
yeah.
Okay.
Don't cut that one out.
I won't.
Okay.
I'll leave it. I guess my next question, we kind of went over it a little bit, but do you recognize or agree with the thought that we as humans are aliens ourselves?
To somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. So
if since there are other people out there.
Yeah, and it's basically
we would be aliens.
Exactly. I kind of answered that already when we were talking. Like, we're not the center of the universe. And there's people that don't know that. There's people that think Earth is flat.
Okay. Not still.
There's a lot of people that still think Earth is flat.
Okay. A lot of drugs going on. How would they even be fat?
I don't know.
Possible that they would think that. Okay.
I just don't know. And it's not necessarily wrong to be wrong, so you can't because
people
when
can
you
believe
tell
whatever
people
they
they're
want to
wrong,
believe.
Travis said this yesterday, if people want to double down though, when you show them, and if you go 2 + 2 is 6, and I go, here's the calculator, 2 + 2 is 4, you go, no, and
that's an ego thing.
Yeah, and it's just a weird thing. But yeah, so you recognize that humans are definitely aliens in itself, and people don't understand that concept because we're here and we are who we are and we're on this earth, and a lot of people think they're the center of the universe, let alone Earth being the center, or just not wanting to grasp this thought for some reason, and that leads me to believe that some of these people are NPCs that just can't think or some shit, and it's scary as well. Don't you think that it's kind of weird that we just don't have any recollection of any of the time on this Earth, like compared to the actual age of the Earth? So 2,000 years from now, if society is good, people could technically search this video and they're going to see 200 billion views, of course, and they're going to say uploaded 2025 and the year's 4025. Like, if society continued to be successful, that's a possibility. And why don't we have that from beyond? And something crazy as fuck could have happened.
I was saying the technology was there, just like
way more advanced. That's where you can get pyramids from or whatever else the case. Like what we're using right now, all those ones and zeros, and we're harnessing these sounds. Like if I do that, a sound wave happens, now we're harnessing it with technology and whatever the case be. But it's just crazy to think that in 2,000 years, if society continues the way it is, people will be able to see what happened 2,000 years ago, as 2,000 years ago is the beginning of the Bible, all this hearsay stuff. And it's just weird to me that we don't have anything.
definitively,
2,000 years.
definitively,
Yeah, let
to
alone
show
hundreds
anything.
of millions of years ago. You know, it's just very weird to me that maybe that knowledge isn't prevalent to like functional society. Because if we
All there
had
is
all
is
this
written
info, like
written information and
what would you
and
even do with it?
archaeology.
What would you do with it? Like if we had 4 billion years of info on this earth, like what would you even do with this info? People would bring it up and be like, "Did you see this guy fucking tweeted this once?"
A billion years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know. It's just a weird thought. That's why like the simulation theory, I don't believe in it necessarily, but it would make sense that like our simulation just started.
I don't know if I believe
started
it
in
started over again. It keeps starting.
No,
over
not that
again.
necessarily, but in the 80s it was just like bloop and our place was here. And then like you ask your dad about his childhood and he's just like, yeah, I don't know, it's good, I think. He just doesn't remember anything, or it's just a weird, like you clearly lived that time, you know. But because it's not, all that matters is now. There is no past to travel to. It's always right here. Does it make sense?
Well, because there's time travel's not real, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just all
No,
that
I know,
matters
I
is
know, I know.
now.
I'm being sarcastic. I'm just saying is that. What I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm saying is that to go back to figure out, like, you know, you ask people what their lives were back then comparatively to what they are now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of, but you can't even go back to it because now is the only thing that exists. So even 4 billion years ago is also right now because there is no behind. It's just
I
always
understand what you're saying,
happening
but
now. It's just it's just something that I can't really comprehend. I can see like, you know, I'm tripping in my head right now, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
really,
the technology,
really think,
like if you really think about it, you can go back to the 1600s, the 1700s, 1800s. But what year do you start seeing when technology really started cranking? You know, probably
20,
late.
25 years ago.
Okay.
Well, it depends on what tech you're talking about. I don't know.
Electricity. Talking about
Well, 150,
the invention
150 years ago.
Invention of the automobile.
Yeah, 150 years ago about.
You know, see, people put it in perspective. If you watch the movie,
A lot of movie references.
a lot of movie references, but my God, Shawshank Redemption. Have you seen that?
Shawshank, yeah.
When the guy went to jail, but he was in prison for how many years? 50? No, now I'm getting stage fright.
Give me your turkey.
What? No, the Brooks. The
Oh,
old guy,
the old
Brooks.
guy, yeah. Old Man Blue.
Right. So he was institutionalized. So he didn't know what technology was, or his technology back then.
So they didn't give him a Game Boy.
50 years, you're out of jail and you're walking. You know, said, "Here, go live your life. You're free." And now you're just walking across the street. He's never even seen the car before, and he almost gets run over. You know, I don't know. It's just.
No, that is an interesting thought because you take someone from the 1850s and you bring them here today. It is an alien
to experience
world.
something, yeah, that's alien to him. He's like, holy shit.
But us going back to his time wouldn't be that alien. It would just be, where's the fucking
That
electronics?
actually be kind of cool though. You know, that's different.
You don't remember that as a kid?
Remember what?
Nothing. All right. So my next question I guess I have for you is, do you have a mission on this earth besides collecting every Pokemon?
The Pokemans?
No, but do you have an actual, like, when you wake up in the morning or whatever the case, do you have an actual mission? Do you ever think about that? Like in life, just in general, do you have like, what is besides the...
No, I just want to have a comfortable life. Plus I want to make sure that I have my retirement is secure. You know, because I don't want to be working until I'm 75 years old.
So that is,
and
this
is no rip on anybody else, but you know, welcome to Walmart, right? Yeah, you know, welcome to Walmart. You know, I mean, good for them that they want to get out there and kind of. I mean, I guess if you're sitting there, you're old, and you don't have anybody. You want to interact with people. It's just more for the interaction, not the job itself.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that for the interaction.
I just don't want. I want to make sure that my goal is to make sure that I have enough money so I can live comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I want to leave something behind for my kid.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon.
The Pokemans, yeah, it's a good investment. It's a good investment.
It is a good investment.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Do you plan on going somewhere when you retire?
No.
You're going to stay here?
I might move back to Michigan. That's where most of my family is at. My sister and my brother.
So
I mean, the only thing really keeping
nice and
myself
cold.
me
You don't
here
want to
is
go somewhere warm.
I grew up in the Midwest my whole life, so it's fine. No, but there's nothing really keeping me here except for my kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I have a lot of friends here, which is cool. So you never know. Things always happen for a reason. That's what I believe, right? So, but I think that if I continue doing what I'm doing, I should be able to retire comfortably, and that's my mission.
So the people want to know, Clef or not?
What, Ratcliffe or Clef Clavin?
You don't want to talk about it, huh?
Say it again?
I said, so people want to know, Clef or not? You got your phone on?
Oh, you're talking about my...
Now you got to answer it.
No, I don't have a clef.
Why are you saying it like it's a bad thing?
You talking about my lip?
Yeah.
No, I was in a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 8888.
In 8888?
Yes.
So in August 8th, 1988.
Yes.
The stormy night in Detroit, Michigan.
No, the same night as the Wrigley Field lights were turned on for the first time.
And your lights went out.
And my lights went out. But anyway.
Do you want to talk about it or not?
My accident?
Yeah.
There's not really much to talk about.
Okay. He killed 2 people, but...
Okay. No. I fell asleep at the wheel. That's all. And I hit a wall.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. So...
but anyway, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the part where I said you killed people, though.
Okay. That's nice.
Just going to go... So do you have a background in acting, voice acting, or are you just naturally amazing?
No.
No,
But it's probably
I am Batman. No.
I am Batman. No, it probably stems from my dad.
Yeah?
I told you, my dad...
Carpet match the drapes?
What? No, yeah, yes. No, my dad was best friends with Murray Langston.
Someone fact check that.
Murray Langston, the unknown comic. So, did you ever watch that show?
No one knows who he is.
Yes.
You got to turn that noise off, or I might stab you. Getting Timu text.
So Murray Langston.
Yeah.
And then he lived in we lived in California.
You lived in Cali
when I was 3.
Do you remember it?
No. But my dad, he worked for like a subsidiary. Oh, not a subsidiary of Hollywood Studios, but he was one of the technicians there for on site for the movies.
Okay.
So he'd tell me he knew like Elvis, a lot of different people, Dustin Hoffman.
Your dad,
yeah.
Nice.
So him and Murray Langston had a comedy team,
okay.
And they auditioned for the Merv Griffin show.
Is there tape of that?
No.
They did it.
Actually, I don't know, but that's actually that'd be a good homework assignment.
Mm.
But anyway, so they auditioned as a comedy team, and they won the audition, or when I say won the audition, they're going to be on the show. But my dad being away for so long doing the movies, he would come home and I wouldn't know who he was. He was gone months at a time, or I should say weeks at a time. And my dad said, I can't raise a kid like that. So he quit. He did. So it was a pretty big shock to Murray since they were going to be on the Merv Griffin show.
Yeah.
So my dad.
As like a reoccurring skit or what? Or just like a one-time piece?
Just a
like a duo as a guest.
Yeah. But anyways, so my dad moved to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but from there, growing up, he always told me those stories. My dad was always a funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was class clown growing up, in high school. So, no, I like to get in front of people and tell jokes and do stuff like that.
Do a joke for me.
No, I'm not gonna do a joke right now.
Come on, Jokey, do a joke for me.
So this guy walks down the street.
Okay.
And he comes to the little store here, and he says, he reads a sign in there. It says, ham sandwiches, $2.
Okay.
Hand jobs, $5.
Okay.
He goes, sweet. So he goes in, hot blonde, working behind the bar, or behind the counter. He goes, so, are you the one in charge of the hand jobs? She goes, why, yes, I am. He goes, well, wash those hands and fix me a cheese sandwich.
That's funny.
So anyways.
Who came up with that?
I don't remember.
That's funny, though.
Right. But anywho.
That's funny.
So just the, always having to do that. I wouldn't say I did stand up, but I did a little bit of Rodney Dangerfield. Just did some jokes. I always did Rodney at parties and stuff like that. And it was, like I said, class clown. So I just like to get in front of people and make people laugh.
That's fun.
So that's one of my vices. People, I joke around, like even at work, I joke around all the time.
That's how I am here.
That's how, right. When we come in here, we just joke around, right? But so I have, for my sanity, like I'm at work.
Yeah.
I like to do that, Plus it keeps the morale.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think people love it at work. It just keeps the morale good,
Having fun is fun.
Yeah.
Having
just
fun
go to
is
the-
fun. That's a
Just
t-shirt.
going to the grind, blah, blah. So I was, like, can you ever be serious? And I'm going, no, So as long as I get my job done, but if I like to make people laugh, then I will.
That's good. That's a good thing. I think that's,
Yeah.
it's a very good quality. Especially
Plus,
if
I
it's
laugh
just-
at myself. So that's the only good thing. Keeps my morale up.
You want to
Gotta pump
show them the
myself up.
medium under there?
Yeah. The medium shirt. Yeah. Don't you think it's tight? Okay.
It's
Anyway.
a little tight.
A little tight.
Do you have any vivid memories of what life was like in the 90s or the 80s without all this tech and everything? Like, I assume you do, but I guess you could elaborate on those things.
In the 80s.
Yeah, in the 80s or 90s when you were like 30, 40.
Okay. Well, I did graduate high school in 86.
Okay.
So,
Prime time. So you were a kid in the 80s.
yeah, but even in the 70s, growing up, the storm of 78.
Wasn't there?
Okay, but there was more after that too. But living out in the country, being snowed in for 4 days, kind of fun, because you're
That
out of
is
school.
No tech. No
We had to
nothing.
open up our window of our house, it's like our second floor, to get out, and then had to dig a hole to the front door so we can get outside.
That's fun.
How much snow? But anyway, so that playing sports, dinner, a lot of good memories.
You have any
I mean, like I said,
Friday night light? You have I scored 3 touchdowns in the
no,
high
it's
school.
Polk High,
Yeah.
That's-
Polk High. That's Married with Children.
right?
Yeah.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns in 3 minutes for the state championship. You
No,
don't
I
have
play-
any memories like that though?
For sports.
Well, good ones. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear about tennis or something weird.
You mean the tennis one that you know already? That was my good one.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm talking about
State championship. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. When you have a helmet on, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's football. That's football.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, football, 1-person team. Okay.
Yes. But I did play football as well. So I played sports, played 10 years of baseball, football, tennis. So
Ladies, do you remember your first kiss? He still hasn't had it.
yeah, I'm still waiting for it. Ladies. No, but anyway, yeah, I think it was when I was 16. 15 or 16 was my sophomore year. Definitely need to cut that out.
Why?
No.
That's
No,
fine.
no. I mean, obviously there's,
Is she alive?
yeah, she's still alive. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if she's still alive.
Google her. What's her name?
I don't even remember her name.
Really?
No.
That's a lie. You could see. Look
No,
at
I
his cheeks.
swear- I
Look at his
swear.
cheeks.
I swear I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay.
No, just a couple girls from another school. that
2
we-
girls at once.
My friend and I, a couple girls.
2
from another
girls,
school.
1 Mac.
Yeah, one Mac.
Yeah, Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have any barn
Took her to
parties?
the beach. No, but I went to some parties with my friends out in the country.
Like
Yeah.
in barns and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
They had barn parties. There was one place called the Clearing, which is out in the woods.
okay.
So just a big clearing and the
Yeah, they're just empty.
kegs. And
Straight that 7.
the problem is that, well, not the problem. I didn't drink or smoke or do anything in high schow at all. Nothing. I don't want to.
No, it's good.
No,
I mean, I didn't drink at all
I
until I was
played
like
sport.
21.
I played sports. I helped my dad with the restaurants. My dad had some restaurants, and I worked
No
a
one
little
asked.
bit, and no one asked.
Okay.
Nice. You didn't say, "Hey, what's cooking, Mike?" Well,
No.
my dad used to. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so no, I had no interest at all. But then when I
And
graduated,
drinking
when
and drugs and drinking.
when I graduated from high school, then I went to work at a resort, and then I started drinking.
What resort?
It was called Pennellwood Resort
Like in Michigan?
in Bering Springs, Michigan. That's where I grew up.
There was
Anyways.
a resort.
Yeah, people came in from Chicago, so
It was on the beach?
It's right by the water, right by the lake. Or not say by the lake. It was by pool, pond. Pond be good for you. What movie? Caddyshack.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it. Haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay.
I know there's a
anyway,
gopher and a rabbit or something in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
So people came from Chicago every week. There's like 12 cabins.
Chicago, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago-shay.
Yeah. Chicago Shay.
Yeah.
Chicago Shay to you.
I'm trying to teach them Pig Latin. But anyway, so
Go on.
when they came every week, they're there for the whole week, so they're going to be boozing it up.
Yeah, of course.
So
you're taking free licks. You're drinking the fucking half-drinking
yeah,
drinks.
I was a dishwasher there. I was 18 years old.
Would you do that, though? Like, when you had to go clean up a table and there was a martini left, you just go, fuck it.
Okay.
Drink the rest of it?
No,
Never. Well, you missed out, buddy.
Did you do that?
I don't know.
But anyway,
No, I've never done that.
so they just invited me over they played a lot of drinking games, and things changed. And then I went to college, and then I started boozing in college a little bit.
Then you got your first kiss.
Okay. That was,
Do you remember your first kiss in college?
yes.
What was his
We'll
name?
leave it at, that's hilarious. Yeah. His name was Frank. No.
Am I allowed to say that?
No, it's kind of funny though.
It is funny. All right, we got a sponsorship pause here.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Cosmic Destroyers. This is the store that I'm sitting in. If you use this link right here, you get 0% off. I just want you to shop, support the man, and have some fun. And I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Again, that's cosmicdestroyers.com.
0%.
0% off.
Yeah. You're probably 0% interested in this podcast.
That's funny. This one might hit home, and I'm sorry if it does. Do you remember your grandparents?
Yes.
So you had them for a while?
Yeah.
Some people don't.
My mom's side, I remember my grandma, grandpa. My dad's side, never met my grandfather.
What an asshole.
Just my grandmother.
Okay.
From Canada, from Montreal.
Okay. So she talked like this.
Ben oui.
Oh, she was French.
French Canadian, yes.
Nice. Do you have?
What were you talking like? Ben oui, dans son.
Do you have memories of your grandparents though?
Yeah.
Like pushing you on swings, making you shitty dinners or something.
I remember, hanging out at my grandparents' house, and we always said it seemed like all she had was graham crackers.
That's funny.
No, there was
Graham crackers and cigarettes.
Here you go, kid. No.
So it wasn't like a pleasant
like,
experience. It wasn't like a young grandma. Like my grandmother was 38 or 39 when I was.
No, they were like.
Isn't that crazy?
They're already my memories of them are always like in their mid to upper 60s.
I mean, that's where you're at. So close.
57.
Yeah. 57 on his way to heaven.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
So you don't really have any like good mememories or anything?
Well, I say good. There's nothing like that stands out. I mean, they were nice people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember like any authoritative stuff. Or they're like.
So your grandpa
Because back then, people believed still in spankings and stuff. Teachers used to give you get paddled in school.
Oh, yeah, my mom has stories about that. She went to a all Catholic girls' school. We'd get her ass paddled.
Oh, my dad told me that.
Stop fucking around.
My dad told me
tell you to do.
Yeah, him and Murray.
Yeah.
They used to get in trouble at the Catholic schools. They'd sneak up. One would sneak up behind, and the other one would keep them off track, and then he'd pick up the nun's outfit and whack her.
Oh my
anyway, it's
God.
hilarious. But anyway, so but no like outstanding memories. I mean, just like they're great people as far as I knew. To me they were nice. Did a lot of.
Sounds like grandma was a racist.
She was, and on my dad's side, my grandma, she
total slut.
Yes, she was cheating on my. That's why I never saw. That's why I never saw my dad's side. My grandfather.
Yeah.
On my dad's side, right.
So you don't have any fond memory. Like I was saying, my grandparents. I think my grandmother was 38 or 39, and then my grandfather was like 40 when I was born. My mom was 19, and my grandmother was 18 or 19 when she had her.
No, my mom was 27 when she had me, and she was I think she had 6, without even counting everybody. I think it was 6 people, 6 siblings. I think she was in the middle.
It's just interesting to hear because a lot of people don't have connection because of like the age or something or the oldness, or it's interesting. I've had my grandparents literally for my whole life, and they're fully there still. You know, so
Right.
it's
You
very
can hang out with
interesting.
them. They could kind of do this and behave.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Plastic on the fucking couches.
plastic. This,
You never were around plastic couches?
no.
My dad's mom definitely
Soul
had
Glow
plastic on
from
her
Coming to
couches.
America.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's funny. It was definitely there for a reason, you know. It's almost like something you're supposed to take off after you bring it home, you know.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
you know,
know
you're
why
supposed
they
to
would do
take
that.
that plastic. It's to keep it off. It's to keep your shit nice.
Yeah, like keep it in the box and never open it,
Yeah,
right?
museum
Just like
quality.
collectibles,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're sitting on the box of the couch.
Yeah, just cardboard. He goes, "What's in there? It's our couch. What are you talking about?" Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. Do you identify and recognize the luxuries that we have as humans in this modern life? Like just to even sit here, drink your Diet Coke, sit here with this expensive equipment and just have fun while even 50 years ago or 100 years ago or right now still in certain places of the earth, there's literally fucking apocalyptic shit going on. Like, do you recognize that every day and count your blessings for what they are?
Yeah, I mean, well, you see a lot of people with like what they have and what versus what you have. Is that what you mean?
Kind of. It's just amazing
If I
that
see
we've
people struggling, they don't have the essentials to even survive out there, and people on the street, asking for money and doing all this stuff. I mean, that can go into a lot of different subjects, but
It's more so
I feel
even being able to have these discussions, like me asking you about the stars. Like, I have such a luxury in life that I can even think about these things, where I don't have to worry about my food in
that's
the
what I'm
next
saying. You
five
don't have to worry
hours.
about nothing. Just that we have the
You're
like the luxury of the
space,
time
man.
to do
Space.
this, to
Look at
do
this
this.
shit. Yeah, exactly. Do you think about that, or do you just constantly think that, like, literally everyone that's watching this, most of us, we take things for granted, like, every day, all day. It's crazy that I get to do what I do, or whatever the case be. Like, I make sure that I recognize that every single day that I'm lucky
No,
and I put the
I
work
think
in
right.
and I deserve it to some degree. But I also was handed the the cards of being who I am and having the mind that I have. Like, I didn't choose to do these things. Like, I choose to do things, but it's, you know, I'm just who I am. It just happened. You know, I was waiting. 4 billion years happened, and then all of a sudden I showed up, and I'm doing the things that I'm doing. Why am I doing these things that I'm doing? So I make sure to recognize that I'm not taking anything for granted, and I constantly am thankful. And I do get upset a lot, or I have a lot of opinions, or whatever the case be, or I'm hungry a lot, but it's like you really have to make sure that you are always staying based, I guess, or like understanding. And I'm just more so wondering if you think those things, because I feel like the common folk does not think those things, and they really don't count their blessings. And
No, I absolutely do. I'm saying when I see people out in the streets, or like I was trying to say before, I'm able to snow blow my property, right?
mm-hmm.
So I have a snowblower.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that, right? They have a shovel, and my neighbor next door, older lady,
Mm-hmm.
she was out there with a broom, sweeping the snow, and I'm going,
Did you go and help her?
yeah, I didn't ask, I just did it, but that's
I'm here.
no, but that's not.
I'm looking for
I
my
never,
first
I
kiss.
never.
Are you,
I'm looking for my first kiss. Are you available? Yes. Okay. Anyway, but just to go, but just
dust coming off her lips.
I think everybody should want to do that. That kind of the pay it forward thing.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for. Like she said, thank you. We'll pay you. And I said, no. No, I know her. She came over earlier in the summer. Her husband just passed away recently. So
Oh shit! Movie night at
yeah, she's available, man.
Movie
No,
night at Mack's.
going to hell. Anyway, so
Leave it in.
just to do that. Okay, Jesus Christ. What kind of car you drive? Jesus Christ. What I'm saying is that is something that people should just do.
Yeah, and that comes.
So don't take it. Like I said, don't take stuff for granted just to help out, help people.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels good, doing that kind of stuff. So
It's also that comes with comfortability, though, because you prefaced that statement with you're comfortable, so you can do some things that you like to do, and a lot of people are not, so they're always worried about themselves and they're not taking care of themselves. And I learned that probably in high school or something, whatever, whenever it clicked. It's like, yes, you truly do have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others, because otherwise you're giving yourself, or you're just falling apart and not taking care of yourself, and then you're upset because other people have things that you have or whatever. So you have to really focus and love yourself and take care of yourself first, and then you can do stuff like that, because you're not hungry. You're not worrying about your shit. You're capable. So like with me, whatever the case be, I can help people, or I can do things like with Pokemon right now. Everyone's trying to scalp it and sell it for like crazy market price and stuff. I don't need to be a broke bitch like that. I can fucking help people and do what I'm supposed to do. You know, that's
like Mack.
Yeah, exactly. I can help Mack get an incredible investment on the daily if he wants.
Right.
Okay. But stuff like that, it's just simply, you do it because I'm okay. That's why I have goals of making like $1 billion, $100 billion business, and I can just give back all of that shit to the employees and their families and stuff, because I don't need that money. You know, and I talked to Travis a little bit about this yesterday, where like corruption happens almost always, but it's like, you know, I'm at least going to try. I'm going to see what happens, because it would be way cooler to actually help people. And, you know, but I also have to take care of my needs first, because if my needs are not met,
You're not able to do that.
Exactly. Then you don't want to help other people. You want to, because you're too busy worrying about your end. So if you have $7 in your bank account,
Buy a figure.
yeah, I got 2 figures. You can buy 2 off the $3.99 rack.
And
I'll
if
give
you're
them to you for
struggling,
$7.
just buy a figure.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
Invest.
investable.
Look, anything behind me, you can double your money in 5 years, 100%. Okay. But, you know, simple stuff like that, and getting out of that rut, or getting out of that gutter, or that trench, or that pit or ditch, whatever you want to refer to, is a whole different battle itself, but everyone can do it. And simplifying life, I think, also is a key to that. Is, you know, just worry about yourself, make sure you're fed and healthy, and you can do things, and then you feel good, and then you want to help other people feel good, because when you're feeling down, you want to make other people feel down.
Shouldn't feel like that.
No,
if
but
you feel
but it
down, you gotta make
happens.
people feel down.
But people want to, you know, you want to punch, you want to hit people, you want to hurt people. Hurt people. That's the, you know,
Well,
that's a big statement, and it's a real statement. So if you're, I just don't see happy, successful, and money doesn't necessarily equate to success, but I'm saying just normal people that are happy or have healthy families, happy, whatever, they're usually nice people that want to continue to give that love. And then the people that want to tear you down are the people that are living in...
they're struggling.
Yes.
Right.
And whether it doesn't necessarily even mean money. You can have money. You see this all the time. They say money doesn't buy happiness. But if I'm happy, give me that fucking money, because I'm going to do some fun shit with it. But if you're angry and you get all this money, it doesn't matter, because your life sucks. Within you, it's your inside, it's your soul, it's your consciousness. And I don't know what I'm going on about, but yeah.
No, I get it.
That's definitely something, and it makes sense. Now I have 5 questions left. And then I have bonus questions that I just didn't hear that I'll come up with.
Okay.
So my next question is, do you have any other hidden talents that I don't know about? I know you're good at Pig Latin. You can do a Rodney Dangerfield accent. Cool.
Multiple characters.
Okay. You can do Mack. That I created, that I made.
Right,
Okay.
All the credits to you.
Thank you.
But besides being a stud athlete, no.
All right.
Prior to my...
We're going to cut to Mack running a 40 real quick.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I haven't ran in
40 years?
14 years.
14 years.
I played in a men's baseball league here for a little bit.
And that's the last time you ran.
Just one season. But I've never... It's
Both
really,
ACLs
it's really... Yeah, I know. It's
Literally?
Really,
that's what happened?
I'm bone on bone. I'm going to have surgery probably this year. But the thing is that it's really scary, you know? Because I was telling Tom Brady, I said...
Tom?
Yeah, okay. My son. I said,
Who
well,
you
if they
named
tell
after
you...
the Brady
if
Bunch?
they tell you... Greg. Yes.
Greg Brady?
Greg Brady.
Nice.
No. Is that if he had... I said, if somebody held a gun to my head and said, look, you have to run to that stop sign and back,
You couldn't do it.
or else we're going to kill your kid.
Bye,
I have
Brady.
to say my goodbyes to Brady because I can't do it. I can't do it.
You can just move your arms really quick.
No,
I don't
no,
think
it's
you're
horrible.
running.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that is horrible, because I don't know.
No, I see guys.
If I couldn't run anymore, fuck.
No, I mean, I still go to the gym. Like I'm on the treadmill. I can walk.
I know you got here.
I just can't. Okay. I just can't run.
You're actually in a wheelchair.
Yes.
I'm done with
You go. You got cut. Okay.
So you don't have any other hidden talents?
No. Solve the Rubik's Cube in less than a minute.
No, you can't.
No, I just made
I
that
have
up.
one. I could. I used to be able to, but it was via a trick.
But anyways, the other thing I can do, I didn't mention too, is I can draw pretty well.
Cut to a drawing. That is pretty good. Wow.
I can show you drawings when I was a kid. It's kind of funny. I kept all that stuff,
Yeah.
When you see a baseball player that I drew, he has six fingers on one hand, he has fingers on one hand. Yeah, my brother makes fun of that one. It was.
You had one that had 6 fingers?
I thought it was really good at the time, and my brother looked at it, he goes, 6 fingers, huh? Mutation. But anyways, so we make fun of that. But
That's funny.
no, I was at so my senior year in high school, I drew the back blackboard wasn't being used.
Yeah.
So I drew
in the school.
Right, in my English teacher's class.
Hundreds of dicks.
So I drew I drew a bunch of dicks. And I do have evidence of that. I do have a picture of it.
Cut to it. If I was to give you $1 billion, what would you do with it? And yes, this is a trick question.
If I had $1 billion right now,
Yeah.
accessible to me.
Yeah. It's already taxed. Everything. Now you have now you have $1 billion.
I give a lot of people money.
You only said that because I said it was a trick question.
No, I really would. First of all, could I spend it? Maybe. Probably not. Buying stupid stuff that I don't need. No,
We just had to cut a bunch of racist shit he said. Go on.
Yeah. No, but I would give people the money.
Yeah.
All my family, my good friends, would get some money.
Nice.
I mean, why not? We used to say when we used to go to Vegas every year. We did it for like 10 years after my bachelor party in Vegas, and we said we always play the Powerball.
Okay. 4, 8,
and we
15,
said whoever
16,
wins,
23,
whoever wins.
42.
No, not telling you my numbers, but anyways, whoever wins, if anybody ever won,
Split. There was a pack.
We'd pay off all their debt, like pay off their house, their cars, at least minimum, But yeah, why not? I would definitely.
Is that pack still alive?
No, that's when we went to Vegas.
Oh, during the trip, if something went.
Yeah, we all bought Powerballs and threw it,
Everyone did.
But anywho, yeah, it'd be good. Just share the wealth.
Yeah. I don't think you would have said that if I said trick question, but
Why?
I don't know.
What does trick question have to do with share the wealth?
Nothing. I said though at the end, this is a trick question.
Yeah, trick question.
If I didn't say that, I think you would have been.
No, I've always thought that. I've always said if I won a lot of money,
that's good.
I would help my family out. Like 2 seconds.
It's a good answer. It is. But your first answer should have been, you're coming here, seeing what I got for investables.
Well, whatever money was left for me,
Yeah.
yeah, I would
Invest.
definitely
Investables.
I would actually invest probably some of the money, and then I would definitely buy a lot of figures because I do like collecting. Yeah, so been doing it for like 20 some years.
Okay. That's cool. So my next question for you, do you believe in conspiracy theories?
Yes,
Name one.
JFK.
He was a real person.
Now about who shot him.
Who shot the sheriff? Do you believe
That
it
was
was the
the
driver?
song.
Do you
That
believe
was the song.
Do you believe it was the driver? Do
No,
you
the
believe
one
there
that
was
you just saw the
multiple
video
people?
that just showed about the driver shooting him. No,
I don't like that.
They just
he
showed
just
that.
like looks behind.
they
though.
just
You don't
showed that
see a
video.
gun.
That's all bullshit.
You don't see a
that's all
gun.
bullshit.
But you do see his fucking head go from the side here, and like
Yes, because they set it
multiple
up that way.
people.
When they were watching the video, look, I'm going to say this right when he turns his head.
Yeah, but conspiracy, I guess. What do you believe in that's a conspiracy? Because clearly you're saying as a conspiracy, the government or the deep state or the FBI killed him, correct?
Somebody did. It wasn't
Lee Harvey Oswald?
right. I was going to have you say it. Yeah, it wasn't him.
I've seen 11/22/63. Have you?
11/22/63.
Yeah.
No.
James Franco?
So now I'm going to watch that. Is
Yeah,
it pretty good?
it's amazing. So he lives in this town. He goes to this diner all the time, and the diner owner has a fucking time portal in his back closet. And He tells James as a character about it. He goes and he has to go back in time to try to save JFK from the assassination. So he's like,
that sounds like a,
oh my God.
I want to see that.
Sadie, oh my God, you're going to fall in love. Go on. It's amazing. I've
But
seen
anyway,
it a couple times. It's amazing. I love it. And I don't care. I'll still watch James Franco stuff. You still listen to R. Kelly and fucking Chris Brown and Michael Jackson and Diddy. I'm going to watch James Franco make me laugh and cry. Okay? Go on.
What's the movie, The World's End, or what was that called? With James Franco?
This is the end?
This is the end with Seth Rogen and all that.
This is
James
the end.
Franco is a pretty good actor.
Yeah. This could get us canceled because he's currently in a... he's in a conspiracy himself right now.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's good. Plead the fifth.
But anyway,
So-
I don't really...
But like conspiracies about like, you know, is the moon cheese? Are my investables not actually investable?
No, I don't really have a lot of...
You would probably
conspiracy
believe in
theories.
them though if you did. Like, I guess...
If you brought up examples...
yeah,
ask
okay.
me,
So an example, I guess, would be, is Big Pharma actually out to fucking not take care of people and just to make money?
Kind of.
But it just more so, you know, like like the conspiracy of COVID being made in a lab was a conspiracy.
You know when everybody's forced to take a vaccination?
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not.
But, that's going to that. But I'm saying
I
is
don't
that
know. I might cut that, but it's okay. I don't care.
my son, he had the shots.
I can tell.
Okay. You can tell that he had the shots. Yeah. You know, with his severe limp and his drooping lip. Yeah. And the seeping from the eye. Other than that, you know, the shot was great. But anyway, I'm saying is that to make him to say that he had to do it, then I find out that all these other, like kids, their immune systems are so strong as it is.
Yeah.
Right? Why would they have to I mean, in my head, it's like, why would he have to take it?
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching,
Yeah,
cha-ching,
I
cha-ching.
know. That's a conspiracy. Say dinosaurs don't exist. We never landed on the moon. Come on.
I mean, I could believe it.
That we never went up there.
Yeah, it was
How's that even possible? How could you even think that? How
because
could people even think that you couldn't go
well,
up there?
people think that Stanley Kubrick directed it and everything. It was this weird, you know, cover your eyes while we do some other crazy shit behind your back. It was a race to the moon. We'll find out eventually when they send people up there again, and if the shit's there. I'm indifferent on it. I could totally believe that it's a conspiracy, and I could totally believe that they went. But I don't know. It's not something that needs to be like super argued because it could have easily been faked.
We have something that landed on Mars.
A rover, yeah.
A rover, right.
And it's not
It
coming back.
But it still made it there.
Yeah, of course.
That's way farther than the moon.
Yeah, supposedly.
Okay. Okay, X-Files.
I want to believe.
I know.
All right, so my last question for you. Is there something that you want to be known for? I mean, besides that you're already like a staple in modern society as Mack.
As Mack.
Yeah,
yes.
but is there something that do you even care?
Like if I die...
Yeah, like what would you want to be known for? Like right now, currently you're known for Mack.
That guy was just a funny guy.
Yeah.
That made me laugh and yeah, that's what I want. I just want that, you know. It's like when I die, I don't want to have like a typical funeral. First of all, I'm going to be cremated. That's just what I want to do, right? And I don't want to have okay. That's nice. You want me to open up?
Go on.
Motherfucker. No, but anyway. So I'm just saying is that I'd rather have a party at my funeral. Not just the sobbing shit, you know, people all just like, you know, I miss Mac, I miss Mike, whatever. That's what I said. That's what I said. But I just saying, it's funny. But anyway, I just rather people have a good time and think of the positive things, you know. The most thing that I can remember for is that I'm a good guy. I like to help out, and so that
Have you ever met a good guy that says he's a good guy?
That's somebody who's
Red
trying
flag.
to plead his innocence because of a crime. He's I'm a good guy. I wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah.
You know. The point is that's what I would like to be remembered by. You know.
What'd you say? I forgot.
That he's a funny guy. And that he
I'm
would.
joking.
Yeah.
Already
Yeah, you
forgot.
go. I got it. You're very memorable. Yeah.
No, that's not bad. I think you'll be known for Mack. That's for sure. I'll definitely play the videos. Like I'll have a bunch of different TV screens at you.
Right. Yeah.
a little tripod on the cremation
I go,
thing.
who the hell's that?
Yeah. I'm gonna sell Mack cremations.
There you go.
Yeah. Investables.
Would it be investable?
Possibly, if I tell them that it grows your fucking plants. You can grow your collection with Mack ashes.
Yeah, Mack ashes.
I mean, I guess you can choose that, but it is cheaper.
What, cremation?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom and dad were cremated.
So then you didn't get to see them one last time. That's what a funeral
What do
is
you mean?
for.
What do you
people.
mean?
After they passed away, did you have to identify the bodies? Did you have to carry them up
No,
from the basement? I'm sorry if you did.
It was really sad. I had to help carry my horrible. I had to actually, no, the guy that came for the, with the hearse.
Yeah.
He's like, well, the other guy called in, so I had to help my brother, and I had to actually wheel him outside.
Was he ready to pass, or was it unexpected?
No, he was ready to pass. He was at home. He was
That's
in the
right?
hospital, and he said, "I want to go home." When I was visiting him, I said, "He goes, I want to go home," and I said, "Okay." So I talked to the doctor. Said, "Got to go home."
Mm-hmm.
But you have there's regrets, No, because they said he had 2 weeks to live, and so I, got the nurse ready and everything for his house.
Yeah.
And then I went home,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked to him every night.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was 5 days later on a Friday. Because Brady and I were going to go see him Saturday morning.
You were here.
Yeah. So I was going to come back. So I'm talking to him every night.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, love you, blah blah. And then Brady got to say it talk to him every night.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we were going to go back up on Saturday morning. And then I was getting ready to do stuff. And I got a phone call, and I saw the area code, and I knew it was from Michigan. And they said he just passed 5 minutes ago. So I was like,
and you were about to head there.
yeah. And my sister was already halfway there. So I was like, halfway there. But I said, do I call her? To prepare her, So I called her and just let her know that he passed. So, but we got there, my brother said, "Do you want to?" I said, "Yeah, I want to see him." So we went there, and I said what I had to say, But the regret part is that when he said he had 2 weeks to live, I should have just told my work
and been there.
I'm not coming back. I'm going to hang out there for 2 weeks. But I talked to him that Friday night. He's like, "Yeah, bring this over when you come," because he always liked this. He liked a Panda Express. So I just always stopped there to get it for him. And so anyway, so when we got there, the guy wasn't working, so we had to carry him out and put him into the hearse, which is horrible. But then
they come with a hearse to pick up the body.
I believe it was a hearse or just a long Brady Bunch station wagon.
Just an Uber.
Wagon. Yeah, it was an Uber Lyft. Yeah, so we said it was an Uber Lyft. That
put
we
him in the back
there.
of the Uber with the sunglasses.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Like, we're here, sir.
What movie
sir,
is that?
We're
what movie
here.
Is that?
What? Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is funny, and I would like to put that in a show. Putting a dead person in an Uber, and the Uber driver getting pissed because he's not getting out.
Well, when we had my mom, my dad had my mom cremated, and my dad was cremated. No funerals, no service, nothing. They didn't want it. It was very odd. They didn't want it. But
because you asked him and he just didn't respond.
He said, "I do not know." He didn't even want. Nobody didn't know he was sick. He was him and my mom were married for 46 years, so he was really tight. My dad became kind of like a hermit.
I said after the passing, yeah. No,
I mean, he walked his dog and he just kind of went home and watched TV.
But he was done.
He was done, but for 3 years.
That happens a lot.
And so, she was everything to him. But anyway, so then, I just lost my train of thought.
We were putting.
So they're both. We put them in the Uber, putting the sunglasses on them. So they were both cremated.
Yeah.
So when you say that, so my brother and I were driving, and I had my mom and my dad's ashes in the back.
Seatbelts on?
Yeah, seatbelts on. Kind of that humor.
Yeah.
It was summertime out, and I told my brother, I said, "Hey, you guys doing okay back there?"
Oh my God.
Yes. You want me to turn on the AC or just whatever, And my brother goes. But my dad was a comedian.
He would have loved it.
He would have loved it, right? So, but no, we put him in an urn, like a double urn.
Oh shit! You mix
and then
them.
buried him. Then we buried him in Dowagiac, Michigan. That's where my mom was
So
from.
in an urn, but buried.
Yeah. So I got the
You
stone
didn't
and
get to
everything.
keep them.
The stone. No, I wanted to put. It was a double urn. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And then we buried it with my mom's family.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was from Montreal, so we just buried him there because it's close to the family.
Yeah.
So anyways, buried there. Then we just had a service. It was me, my brother, my sister, and his part of the family, and and just said our goodbyes right there.
Interesting.
But anyway, so I would like probably the same thing, just be cremated and even if it wasn't a service, just have, like I said, just have a get together, people to remember you, and just all the good things,
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that's why I brought it up, because
wearing like
people want to see. You're going to be in the medium. I'll tell you that much. Just like
I ain't putting that medium back on.
I'm putting it on you.
Okay. Well, I lost 10 pounds. So
at the morgue, I'm like, hey, he
you
specifically
mean when I'm dead. Oh no, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah.
He specifically wanted to wear this shirt.
That would be horrible. Like, oh Jesus Christ. Okay.
But yeah, I guess that's why, like, it's not selfish or whatever, but a lot of people that hadn't seen you want to see you one last time, want to say goodbye to you. They don't want to talk to a fucking vase. So there's that aspect of funerals. But
you can have a vase and have a nice picture.
Yeah.
But have like a big photo, just something to remember you by, not to see you in a casket.
You in a medium.
Okay.
Signed by you.
That would be a bad visual. Yeah, signed on the shirt. Yes. No, that'd be a bad visual. I don't like to see that,
For you don't want to see people in the casket.
I don't like it. I mean, like.
But I'm saying for others, like if you hadn't seen someone.
Yeah, people want to say goodbye.
Yeah, people want to see you. It's a good thing for people to see that. You're trying. I feel like that. Not saying that cremation is unmasking, but if you do that, then you're taking away the opportunity for someone to say goodbye to you, to see you, to feel feelings that you don't feel unless you're in that situation.
Right, because they say it's too late. It's closed. Book's closed. Done. Ashes.
Yeah, funerals are fucked up in general, but it's also like it is a nice closure to then see you one last time. Like say you have a really good friend that you had in high school that still thinks about you, but for some reason you guys don't talk, and he found out you passed away. He wants to go see you one last time. Yeah,
like when my cousin died, I waited till everybody else was gone in the showing because I just wanted to be okay. Remember when we used to do this? Okay,
wake up!
Yeah, titty twister. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
He goes, okay, don't tell anybody. Okay, that's funny. No, but anyway.
Yeah.
Because that kind of stuff is hard for me when you see people like that.
Of course it is, but that's the point of it.
I know, but that's just how I am. I don't like to see people I get like really upset about stuff. So, but anyway, so I went to see him in private. So keep my emotions in check that way.
All right.
Okie dokie. Besides cards, he needs to look at some figures.
Yeah, I figured Dad vs. Toys would be a good new one.
Figured. Nice play on words.
I didn't mean to. I'm amazing. What can I say?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. And if you guys haven't watched, go watch Dad vs. Pokemon. It features me, stars me, and this guy's in it, I guess, for a couple seconds.
Yeah. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, and bloopers.
Yeah. Yes, and the bloopers, and he's the Godfather actually too. No, thank you. This was good.
All right. Pleasure.